Andy, give us your thoughts on that one, an impressive scoreline and performance.
Yeah, I thought we started the game really well on the front foot. We had real control of the game. I think the sending off affected us more than it affected them. I think our play became a little bit slow and a little bit predictable. We were happy to keep playing in front. We didn't really penetrate their last line. They score from the one attack they have in the first half, which is obviously really frustrating for us. But we had opportunities. Keepers made some saves. So I think half time from the gaffer's mindset was all about staying calm. What could we change to influence the game? We obviously scoring early then takes the pressure off a little bit because we're back in the game. And I think some of our play second half was outstanding. It's good to watch them from the sideline, and we're in a good place. But we've also just said there's still a hell of a lot more for us to do. We've been highlighting our work without the ball, and I think at the moment we're not doing enough. So that's something for us to improve on. But we seem to be finding the net on a regular basis, and we've got a confident squad of players. The number of players playing today who've perhaps not had as much game time. Different formation today. I thought Jake Taylor came on and was brilliant again. Great for David to score with the last kick of the game. Again, keeps people going. Keeps them. What we keep trying to stress is it's not about just Tom Conlon or Lucas or Nathan. It's about every single one of them. And if they're not starting the game, they've got a different role to play. And our subs are really impacting the game. So as a group, as a club, we're in a good place. But we'll park that now. We've got a 2-week break. I think that's 15 games. 28 points, so we're good, but there's loads more to go, yeah.
The manager pre-match had talked about resilience and steel and the need to meet adversity when it comes and hits you in the face. You kind of had to do that today, didn't you, at half-time?
Yeah, as I say, we were in control of the game, and then I didn't see the same, so I can't comment on it. But I think it affected us more than them. When we were a little bit loose, we gave them too many chances to counter-attack through our loose play, really, rather than their outstanding play. So, yeah, a couple of things to correct at half-time. Changing formation to try and get players into different areas. And so from Tom scoring a free kick straight away after half time, he perhaps controls the mindset a little bit more and takes the edginess away from us. Again, we score some great goals from some great play in the final third.
Getting a bit of a knack for when you're a goal down at half time, making double substitutions and you end up winning a game. So is that about just being proactive and wanting to try and change things up when you can?
It didn't nearly get to half time, I've got to be honest. It could have been changed before that. But yeah, I think there's an edginess when you're against 10 men and you need to score straight away. We didn't need to score straight away. We didn't help by conceding the goal, but we didn't need to score straight away. We had a long time to score the goal. But again, when you go behind, perhaps that edginess increases. So the gaffer's words at half time: stay calm, keep moving the ball, keep moving them, don't let them try and get back into shape. And if they do, we've got to play around them. So it's what we did, but the players know they take the plaudits. They're the ones who are trying to implement what we're asking them to do, and at this moment in time they're doing it really well. But there's players who are sat on the bench desperate to get into that team. Obviously we've had a couple of players missing today. Leggy hopefully returns to training on Monday, as do possibly Ryan and Alex. So the competition for places is huge. Probably the best it's been at this club, I would imagine, for a long period of time. And if you come off it a little bit, there's someone who's training Monday to Friday right at it, so it's great for us.
Just wanted to mention David Amu because he comes on, people notice the impact he makes creating one and scoring another.
Yeah.
But like you've said, he's not played a lot of football. Yeah. Mentally, how's he dealt with that? Because the last season and maybe the season before, he's played a lot of football. So how have you managed him in all that?
I think individual conversations, the gaffer's fantastic at that, keeping people involved, keeping them going. I think the way we try and demand in training is a really good way, but they then have to go and do it. They've got to have the motivation themselves to keep feeling part of it and be ready for when the opportunity comes. And I think, looking back at last week's game, the chance that David just flicks around the post, we all said that would be a great way to end that game. He comes on, he scores a goal, but it's happened this week. So yeah, great for him. So Jake Taylor came on again and was superb. Every time he gets an opportunity on the pitch, he's in a really good place. So I say there's real competition for places, and hopefully that continues and keeps us motivated and going.
Now, I know the manager doesn't like people getting carried away, but at the end of the day, you are still getting results. And even when, like today, when you've not played a team that's not come out at you a lot, you're still finding ways to win. Yeah. Finding ways to win, I suppose, is a really big thing to keep the consistency going.
Yeah, I think the start is now over, and I think we're probably at a third of the season gone. With a 2-week break now, we can assess where we are. We've made good strides forward from where we were at the start of the season, where we didn't think we were getting our rewards, and we tried to keep the players focused on the process really and the performance, which they did. Credit to them, and now we certainly look a real threat going forward. On the amount of goals we've scored this month is, I would imagine, the best in the league. But we aren't looking too far ahead. We've got a 2-week break now with Accrington, obviously Liverpool. We want to get through in both cup competitions, and then we've got a really good game for the first one back.